thank you for finding me here at my original YouTube channel since 2020, Benidorm and beyond. Today I continue my long-established series, Benidorm's brand new bars and businesses, so let's crack on with the 22nd instalment, and please feel free to check out my previous 21 videos for places you may have missed by simply searching Benidorm and Beyond New Bars and Businesses on YouTube. We began today in the Newtown area along Quai Lepanto, not far from the hotels Perla and Marina Resort, where we saw what was previously the Tiki Grill Lounge and Bar, which was part of the infamous Tiki chain, although it never really seemed to take off in the way the others did, maybe due to its location. Closed for quite some time, this good-sized venue has now emerged as Secure Mobile and C&N Choppers Benidorm, with the C and N standing for the owners Celine and Nadine, and here you can hire eco-friendly choppers and mobility scooters on a daily or weekly rental basis, as well as booking expert-led guided tours of the local area on one of their fab choppers. Moving across to the Rincon de Loix neighbourhood now, towards the top end of the long avenue of Avenida de Juan Fuster Zaragoza, which leads to the bi-weekly outdoor market, and directly underneath the apartment block of Mariscal 3, we see what was formerly the Dan Fei Cafe Bar and Pizza Restaurant. This has now become the funkily named Chickens Bar, offering snacks, cocktails and beers, with a pint of Amstel currently coming in at just €2 and a takeaway roast chicken available on Sundays at the very reasonable price of €9.90. Back to the Newtown again, along Quai Lepanto, and this time right opposite the Hotel Presidente and next to the outside terrace of the Joker's Cabaret Bar, we see what was previously the Hurler Irish Pub. After a period of closure, this is now transformed into the Hungry Point Indian Restaurant, with a large dining area inside when open, as well as a takeaway option, which includes kebabs, pizza and chips, as well as the more familiar Asian choices. Swinging over to the Rincon de Loix once more, along Avenida Ametlla de Mar, not far from the hotels Dynastic and Regente, we see what was formerly the eat-in and takeaway restaurant of My Chips, who offered hand-cut fries with an astonishing array of sauces, as well as other fast food items. After some extensive refurbishment over many weeks, this has now become the Green Door British Pub, offering a good selection of beers, mixed drinks and cocktails, as well as showing live sports matches and giving you the opportunity to bash out a tune or two on the karaoke. And with plastic walls to keep any breezes out and a chocktail on the menu, I think I'll be paying it a visit pretty soon. With the Red Door Irish Tavern almost diagonally opposite and also having opened recently, the Rincon is really becoming a magnet now for these modern, great-looking pubs, and long may it continue. Heading back over to the Newtown area, along the wide stretch of the Avenida del Mediterraneo, and opposite the Grill House, and just around the corner from Miller's Beach Bar and Tiki Beach, we see what was previously the Cafe Bar and Bakery of Santa Margarita, which then became the Cayman Baby Pub, which was a sister venue to the Cayman Beach on the promenade. After months of renovations and updating Benidorm regulars on their progress via Facebook, the Four Jacks Drink Exchange opened at the end of April, promising a completely unique drinking experience where the prices are linked to the peaks and troughs of the stock market. As well as their aptly financially named cocktails, or stocktails, and a variety of spirits, they also advertise a large variety of beer bucket deals too, and these can be enjoyed either on their sun-trapped terrace or in their funky neon interior, where you might just meet their bonkers Brazilian host and compere Ian, who will always get the party started. Already proving popular with stag do's at the weekend, I'm sure it will continue to do well, and with live sports also shown and a pool table on site, there's something for everyone. Staying on the Mediterranean Avenue, but just 1 minute away on foot, we next see what was formerly just an empty unit for a long time, which I believe, if my memory serves me right, may have been a bank. And this has had a complete refit, inside and out, to emerge as the lawyer's firm of Abogados Consulting. Whizzing across to Quai Lepanto in the Newtown yet again, we see what was previously the Cougar Cocktails Bar, right next to the long-established Helen's Pub, which has now turned itself into Bar Rules, with a sunshine-filled terrace just ready to enjoy a cold beer on, as well as topping up your tan at the same time in that fabulous warm Spanish sun. Now along the pedestrianised shopping street of Calle Gambo in the Old Town, just down from the Hotel Avenida, we see what was formerly the women's clothes retailer of Festa, which sold clothes for the more mature lady, has now become the CHG Fashion shop with more options for the younger crowd, or of course the young at heart. Heading onwards to the upper Rincon de Loix area, along Calle Berlin, where further down you can find the popular Vincent pubs of the Plaza and the Triangle, we now see what was previously the Bangkok Thai cuisine restaurant. This venue has very recently morphed into the Oxia Gastro Bar, which has been causing quite a stir lately on social media. And this is due to its humongous meaty burgers smothered in hot cheese sauce with fries sticking out of the top of the bread bun, with a gigantic burger challenge also on offer to tempt those who love a dare, where if you can eat an absolutely huge burger packed with cheese, lettuce and sauces alongside a generous portion of fries within 10 minutes, then it's free. But if not, you'll have to foot the price tag of €25. It's up to you. Crossing over to the centre of the resort, down Calle Valencia, which leads all the way down to the beautiful Avanti beachfront and the well-known pub of Tiki Town on the Prom, we see what was formerly the Asturian-themed restaurant of Alianza de Asturias, who have now moved just a few strokes away, along to an area where there are lots more tapas bars surrounding it. This petite venue has now become the ice cream parlour of Amor Real, offering artisan Italian ice creams, either to take away whilst you stroll down to the beach or to enjoy in the shade of their interior. Moving right into the heart of the Old Town now, at the bottom of the Avenida del Almendros and directly opposite the Parque Delche, better known to us Brits as the Dove Park, we see what was previously the smart menswear shop of Wilder. Whilst they still retain one branch along Calle Alameda, or Gin and Tonic Alley, this shop has transformed itself into La Cueva de los Minerales, or the Minerals Cave, and now sells a wide range of jewellery featuring semi-precious stones such as jet, amber and mother of pearl set in sterling silver, as well as the rocks and minerals themselves, making this an exciting new addition to the Old Town area, especially if you're looking for that special gift either for someone else or even better for yourself. Heading along to the central side of Calle Lepanto now, and not far from the Sandos Monaco Beach Hotel and Spa, we see that what was formerly the dance hall of the Bonnie Cafe pub has now become the nightclub of Diva Club, which opens nightly from 9 p.m. right through until 4 o'clock in the morning. So if you love a Latin tune or two and are a certified night owl, this is the place for you. Now crossing over to the Old Town again, along Calle San Pedro, which overlooks the harbour area, we see what was previously the underground music venue of Euphoria, right next to the Chinese restaurant of El Pato Laqueado and just above the Yellow Submarine Bar, has now emerged as the cocktail lounge of Laoxikica, which, having taken a peek at its Instagram posts, has some very unusual fluorescent decor, including artily graffitied walls and urinals that look like open mouths ready to swallow you up. Moving on to one of the Old Town's main shopping streets, towards the bottom end of the Avenida de Razafa, we see what was formerly the children's wear shop of De Niños Moda Infantil. This has now become a sell-a-bit of everything shop in the shape of commercial Marrakesh 4, with prices starting from just €1. Now in the very midst of the new town, along Avenida de Murcia, which is also referred to as the Yellow Brick Road, we see that what was previously a vacant unit next to the El Desvan charity shop has emerged as the new site of the Café de Kroon Dutch Bar, meaning the Crown, which moved from the Old Town end of Calle Girona, or Food Street, some months ago now, but which I neglected to film at the time. With daily food specials and lots of great beers, it was always a favourite with holidaymakers of other nationalities too, and with ribs, fish and chips and delicious mussels on the menu, it's surely worth a try. Heading over over to the busy thoroughfare of Avenida Amélie de Mar once more in the central Rincon de Leix area, we see a venue that I have covered on my Building Works vlog previously, which shows the former business of handbag and accessory shop Piel Viaque, which has now completely transformed itself into the Red Door Irish Tavern. Owned by the Dollar Bar chain, who also have the $1 Million on the Strip, the Silver Dollar in the Rincon and the Gold Dollar Saloon in the New Town, I published a full 8-minute fly-on-the-wall look inside and out on this great new bar at the end of February, so for all the info and footage, just search Benidorm and Beyond Red Door on YouTube to have a look. Swinging back to the cusp of the Old Town, along the popular boutique-filled traffic-free street of Calle Gambo, we see what was formerly the cheap fashion outlet of Locura de Mujer, which sold bargain-priced beachwear, tops and dresses. This has now become the cosmetic store of Kiko Milano, making it not only the first establishment of this prestigious brand in Benidorm, but also the only one in the entire local region of the Marina Baixa. Not far away, in the centre of town, and right on the edge of the leafy square of Plaza Triangular, we see what was previously an open-air discount clothes and accessories shop, right next to this area's McDonald's branch and the Spanish bingo hall of Bingo Plaza, which has now become City Supermarket. And as you can see, it's nothing more than yet another glorified mini-mart, which, as my regular viewers will know, I just love seeing popping up on every single road in town right now. Moving into the very heart of the Old Town now, along Calle de Tomas Ortuño and not far from the Tapas Alley zone, we see that what was formerly the Como 2 shoe shop has now morphed into a brand new branch of the Santa Gloria Cafe and Bakery, with its sister venue already being along Calle Gambo, which I've already mentioned today. Although I'm yet to give it a go, I will be soon, but I'm sure that one of my regular watchers will have definitely tried this out when she was over in Benidorm recently, and you can tell me in the comments section if I'm right or not, anytime you like, Marion from Scotland. Back on the Avenida del Mediterraneo once again, and this time towards the Rincon de Leix end of this lengthy bustling street, we see what was previously the large fashion store of New Style has now halved its size, to make way for the adjacent jewellery and accessory shop of Vera. Heading now towards the central area of town, along Calle Girona and not far from the Hotel Belroy complex and the Hotel Benidorm Centre, we see that what used to be the Belgian cafe and bar of Los Belgas, which always appeared to do a good trade whenever I passed by, has now changed hands to become the Finellis Burger Bar and Restaurant. Known for its top quality smash burgers served in brioche buns covered in melted butter, those on a diet clearly need not apply. But judging by the social media video I saw of the enormous queue that formed outside on its opening day, either the burgers are out of this world or they were practically giving them away that afternoon, I couldn't say which. Diving right back into the Old Town now, at the address of Calle Mayor 1 and at the bottom of the hill that leads up to Benidorm's principal church of the Iglesia San Jaime y Santa Ana, we see what was formerly just an empty unit with some advertising signs outside for nearby holiday apartments has now completely transformed itself into the extremely impressive sports store of the Football Factory. Selling replica kits, top-branded football boots and a whole range of accessories, this modern store, which also has branches in Madrid and Barcelona, is a total mecca for everything football. And with iconic items on display, as well as friendly young staff on hand, it really is worth a visit if you love the beautiful game. Moving across to Avenida de Bilbao, not far from the centre of the resort and which leads all the way down to the seafront promenade, we see that what was previously the Tres Puntos Argentinian restaurant, which has been closed for quite some time now, has now become the Kebabish Grill and Curry House. Serving Indian and Turkish cuisine, their food is available to eat either in their ample dining room, which is semi-al fresco, or to take away for those on the go. Just a few streets away, on the pedestrianised street of Carretera Dr. Perez Yorca, and just one road back from the beach and directly next to the Popeyes Louisiana Fried Chicken restaurant, we see what was formerly just an empty unit, which was trading as a shoe shop in the past, has now had a full renovation, turning it into the pretty boho women's wear fashion store of Babara. Now right up to the north of town, towards the top end of Quai de Thomas Ortuño, we see what was previously the Café Bar of Prince, where incidentally I once enjoyed a delicious pavement-side café con leche and tostada for breakfast before promptly getting locked into their dodgy inside ladies' loo. Anyway, this has now become the Greek-style bistro of Tarbush. Finally, along Avenida del Dr. Ort Yorca in the central area of Benidorm, which leads to the gorgeous Levante beach, as well as the Jolly Rogers bar overlooking the seafront, we see what was formerly the Boss Hog pulled pork snack bar has now taken on a Peruvian twist, to become the Sazón Peruano, offering a selection of traditional authentic cuisine, as well as a bright, modern decor. This brings us to the end of today's vlog, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this latest tour with me of a whole new batch of bars and businesses in town that you may not have seen since you last visited Benidorm. If you did like this video, I would ask you please just give it a thumbs up and like it, or share this vlog, or consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet already done so. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out and about next time. Until then, take care, bye for now, and catch you again soon. Cheers!